Hey guys, this is your daily dose of movies. Today, I'm talking about adventurous thriller movie, The River Wild, with a budget of $45 million and rating of 6.4 by IMDb. A film with stunning scenery and a thrilling adventure begins in Boston, with a lady rowing down the river. Gail is a former river guide who now teaches history to the deaf in Boston. Gail and her husband Tom are experiencing marital troubles as a result of his inability to spend time with his family as an architect. Tom is a hard-working husband and father whose hectic career causes him to miss many family meals and events. Gail is a wife and mother of two, who is tired of feeling like a single mom all of the time. While Gail is preparing for her son's birthday vacation, Rourke and his younger sister Willa are discussing how their father would not go rafting with them anyway, since he always finds an excuse not to go, leading Rourke to believe that his father doesn't want to spend time with him. Shortly after, Tom returns home and wants to talk with Gail, so the children leave into another room. Tom claims that no one appreciated his projects, thus he will not be able to take a holiday. It turns out that it's Rourke's birthday, and Tom has decided not to attend. Before rafting, Gail, Rourke, Maggie, the dog, and Willa visit their grandparents. Gail has chosen to leave Willa with her grandparents. Because their grandfather is deaf, they all know how to communicate in sign language, which will come in handy later in the film. Rourke goes to purchase a map and tags after arriving at the beginning location for their rafting adventure, when he encounters Wade, who is also traveling on the same route. Rourke falls while running back to Mom, but Wade helps him get back up. When they begin to speak, Rourke says he's going with his mother and Maggie. Wade wonders where his father is and why they're going without him. Wade notices Gail and introduces himself to her. When he is called by his friends, he offers Rourke his hat to cover his head from the sun and goes. Gail discovers that Wade and his buddy Terry are untrained but eager rafters, and they are overjoyed to find that Gail was a guide on the same river when she was younger. Her son is sad since they will not be crossing the very major rapids at the conclusion of the journey, which have been blocked for some time owing to fatalities that happened at that point. Just as Gail, Rourke, and their dog Maggie are about to leave, Tom appears and asks whether this is where you sign up for river rafting instruction. It turns out Tom is accompanying them. He knows nothing about rafting, but he didn't want to miss out on such an important occasion in their son's life. Now they're out on an excursion in the boat, with Maggie the dog at their side, leaving grandparents and young sister Willa behind. Although Rourke is first pleased that his father was able to attend, but he is quickly dismayed to learn that he is just physically there. He's still working and won't be able to take part in much of the experience. Wade and his men were the first to enter a river, and they are now rather far away. Family have a little fun on the way, but when they get through rapids, Rourke notices that his father is not in the boat and wonders, but where is Dad? Gail laughs and exclaims, he's swimming, because he fell in a river while rafting into the rapids. They come upon Wade and his guys resting. Later, they stop by the Wade and Terry at the riverside for a break, and they beg Gail to lead him through, since they're missing their guide Frank, telling that he said something he shouldn't have, and that he was gone the next morning, abandoning them. Shortly after, Maggie ran away and Tom went to search for her before going further. She found her branches and barked a lot. Tom became wary of Wade at that point. It was almost certainly Frank's dead corpse concealed among the branches. On the way, Wade and Terry fell into a river while riding the rapids. Wade is unable to swim, so Tom rescues him. That night is Rourke's birthday, and he receives a picture of the rollerblades he has been wanting and Swiss Army pocket knife. Wade and Terry want to participate as well, and they offer him $200, which Rourke's parents consider too generous and force him to give back the money. The situation creates conflict between the two parties. Later, Gail is taking a swim in the spring when she notices Wade watching her wash naked. Gail and Tom decide to separate from Wade and Terry the following morning, despite the fact that she had earlier volunteered to act as his tour guide since they had no clue what to do. They got Rourke on their boat the following day, spoke a little, and showed him their gun. When they came to a halt for relaxation, Gail ordered Rourke to fish farther down the river. While Wade leaves, Gail says she'll bring drinks and goes to the boat to untie it. Tom encourages Terry to enjoy the waterfall and shower, Saying he'll bring a towel, he walks to the boat as well, and they start rowing to grab Rourke and leave. However, they fail to depart on time, and Wade and Terry reveal their real colors. Tom and Wade are fighting. Rourke yells that Wade has a gun, so Wade informs Tom that he wants Gail and her son, but that Tom and Maggie are disposable. The movie's most heartbreaking scene is about to begin. Wade threatens to kill the dog and attempts to shoot Maggie. Rourke drives Maggie into the woods and Wade fires. Wade slaps Rourke for telling about the gun. Gail is now forced to maneuver the raft after the family is abducted and bound in the boat. That's when the poor dog gets abandoned. Gail is told that if something occurs, they would all perish and she will be forced to navigate the last rapid. It is known as the Gauntlet, and it consists of a sequence of massive, violent rapids. When they pause for a rest and a restroom break, Johnny, a Native American park ranger who knows Gail, is whitewater rafting down the river. He collides with them. Wade places the pistol on Gail's back as they pretend everything is okay. In the boat, Rourke and Tom communicate by sign language, and as a result, Rourke puts his knife into Tom's boot. The family is bound in the tent at night, but Tom cuts the ropes with a knife and attempts to seize Terry's pistol when both captors are sleeping. Because of a damaged branch when moving, Terry and Wade wake, and Tom flees, jumping into the river while Wade is unaware. When Wade observes Tom on the opposite side of the river climbing a ledge, he spots him and shoots him in the back, causing Tom to tumble into the river. Wade believes it's over and returns, informing everyone that Tom has died. But he truly missed the shot. The following day, Tom hides when a boat passes by, falling into the water as a result after. Tom is constantly following them, and makes smoke, proving to Gail and Rourke that he is still alive. Maggie appears later while Tom is following them. She has been following them since the kidnapping as well. Tom and Maggie continue to follow the boat, and try to be at the Gauntlet before boat arrives there. When they arrive to the Gauntlet, Tom uses his architectural skills to adjust various features of the environment around them in order to assist Gail, and he carves a message in sign language on the wall for Gail. The reason for Wade and Terry's excursion is because they, along with another guy who is now deceased, looted an auction and are fleeing on the water. Johnny apprehends them at a certain location when they don't stop at the appointed stopping place. Gail attempts to get permission to traverse the Gauntlet, but Wade murders him after failed conversation. They manage to flip the raft after passing the rapids. Tom tries to drown Wade, but Gail breaks Terry's arm with an oar. Gail throws bag with the money into the river and tries to take the gun from the water and succeeds. Wade gets into the river, in search of the money, despite his inability to swim. Gail is forced to kill him when he attempts to attack them again, and we watch his body drifting down the river. Terry survives, and the family is soon rescued from the waters by law authorities and a helicopter. Hope you enjoyed this dose of movies. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.